So good afternoon again from my side. I hope everybody can wake up. Some slides are similar like to Dave, but this is an indicator to show how closely we must work with the different roles and groups in the really project BroadWay. So we have talked about from Dave, I think this is clear. And also this slide is different like Dave's. Why? We have a different view on these topics as Dave and as Sanya from the TVC. So we have normally, if I am matching a great Taranis exercise in your state, maybe 2013, we have 2 years and a half year planning for this. But in case of this procedure, you have short time windows to react, you know, and it is very difficult if you come from a neighborhood and say, I need from you 5 fire engines, a military, police, sounds good. Yes, a ladder truck, we need it for the picture. Water bomber, Canadair is also fine, you know. But I explain in the end of my 160 slides why it is another way if we must work as practitioner. So, and it is, I think it was also new from us, and we had heard about, and we are really proud that we are a part of BroadWay as practitioner. And our problem is, we had this discussed this morning, we need solution for the future and for our work in all different PPDRs, in all protection disaster relief groups, police, fire, etc., and so on. So what is really impressed is to meld Europe's practitioner to one practitioner evaluation team. And it's the same from my role. If in a meeting, I have 5,000 questions if I jump in a project. Need I a helmet to a trial? How long is the stay? What is my task? How is the evaluation, etc., etc. And so we have a representative from 1.4 million person. I think it's a great number, and it's the first in a European project time that we can maybe handle it or test it. So we have some. I'm sorry for that. You received presentation after the conference. We have very interesting, and this is I'm really proud since 14 years as a Red Cross member. But we have all colleagues and experts on board. Military, police. We have also, it is a different. If it's a colleague from Athens in Greece, maybe has quite other requirements to the system if it's from Gaia in Norway. And so we must find a good bridging that we can involve, and what it helps is so that we have so much experts on board of this practitioner evaluation team. The time schedule, we had a bad guy in the game, it's called COVID. Maybe we had very, very hard work, but it's nothing new for you. We have handled it, and I appreciate the personally face-to-face meeting. I think it's make much more speed in the project to bring it on the ground. And the duration, you can lead it by yourself and take it, etc. This is my favorite picture. Maybe it is an amazing fire brigade. I appreciate the fire stations and all rescue stations. It was in Dublin, and so we had also Etienne with us from the Federal Police of Belgium, and you see it is quite different, and it's also only maybe running a project if our boss, my CEO Leonhard Steig, say it's okay what you make. It's very complicated. I say, I need your signature, please. Yes, and I think it's very, very helpful also for our team, for Margareta and Michaela. I say my boss Margaretas, my boss Michaela is very complicated, also in German to find it out. We have some task to do, and this is really a brilliant work. And so we see also in the front of our harp of Dublin that we had good discussions, and we grow with the project. What is do? Dave is all time relaxed, it's no problem. No problem is nothing. Yeah, so and we pick it up, the interesting points and what can we do, and we also make it team building. Yes, normally you don't go in the sky garden or with blinded ears and whatever, but we have handled it on our way, I think, with a perfect result. So this is 3 minutes, wake up please. It is a system where we evaluate. This is a trial guidance methodology. I dream for it. Some of you was from Driver Plus involved. I think so, and I think it was a good idea to use it for evaluate. So we have a standard, and I think this is also good to transfer from a result of a EU project in a new project. Yes, some project are closed, last delivery, final ceremony, goodbye, and never seen it. So this is the basic for all what we need. And this is also our challenge to motivate our practitioners to say, okay, we use a trial guidance methodology. So communication between neighbor countries is normally cross-border fire. It's maybe France to Spain. We have another one, communication cross-border countries. And so this is more and more needed. Yes, we had the biggest floods in 1,000 years in the summertime in July 2001 in the Ahrtal region, and we had, and the Germans say we need no support. You know, it's not 100% correctly. We are happy to use and to activate maybe about ERCC, and I look to the commissioner, I can say it to Max Brandt, maybe that we have a tool of ERCC to pick it up, modules to support us, but it is very important that all can talk without. Normally, it is based on CECIS, is a web-based overview front end that you can offer it and can request it. And so if you have a mission ready, you send the commission, make it very clever to bring it on the ground and team from a ERCC, maybe from a practitioner also, but there's a liaison officer, 1 or 2 from ERCC with us on board. And so we have a direct call maybe to say, okay, from state A to B, where is your base of operation? Where is your local authorities? Where is a meeting point? What are you needed? Can we refuel? What are all points of? And so this is why we need a good solution for the communication in the future. I think this makes some points clear, and and this is very important also to understand we need not one political European antenna for all communication, and the same story as every meetings will be recorded. This is not the aim. The aim is all systems from the local authority or states use to one functionality, cross-border communication system, and I think this is what also our population helps to save the lives. So maybe as an end of a project, and the start with phase 3 is last 2 consortia led by Airbus and Frequentis, maybe by industry. And so what we start is, and so it is also to address, we are talking about trials. So these pictures are sexy. Yes, every first responder say, okay, Canadair, I'm sitting on the right side near the pilot. Yes, the other ones, the SWAT team or the Atlas team say, drug smuggling, SWAT team, it's my work, or ferry fire for the Coast Guard. And only the 3 pictures give you an idea how different is our communication requirements. You know, this is on a over level. And so we have these 3 trials very close in the coming 2 months, maybe. And this challenge is, and again to my first slide, we have a very short time window. And what we do on the trial, and this is also important, is to understand we make not a great showcasing. We not make let me say, an exercise from DJ Echo normally, yes? And we had a brilliant one, 2013, Schwarzenberg-Kaserne, Haraplatz, calling, I dream from it. It's closely 10 years, and this was good to train all maybe experts. And so, but the trial will give the first idea to our practitioner what will the new solution do and can. It's not to make a fire or a hazard incident or a bus or an hotel fire. So the solution, what can I do with it? What is it? What helps also the matching the different groups? And it's also important, and this is what I had addressed, is we can go directly communicate, jump to ERCC. You know, all ERCC P experts have a number of ERCC, and be sure it is available 24/7. As in the past, it was called MIG. Before 15 years, it was, I think, between daylight it available, and so they do really a hard job. And normally, I think right now, 5 different emergencies are ongoing. Yes, and so we have opportunities that we can implement, and this is why we are here, and we are from some different comers as European, so that we have good solutions for our coming rescue operations. Maybe final solutions selected after the pilot. I think the slides are really clear for all of you.